Bakal, Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well the men that taught us this truth and set the example. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akiyamah that spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, and present their bodies as a living sacrifice in this present evil world as the scriptures teach us to do, and feed the flock for the salvation, for the elect's sake. Shalom to the Akwaf, the very, very, very few sisters that do listen to us as well. All right, this is the brother Jeremiah from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, coming back to you with another lesson. And this lesson is concerning the guy, I don't know his name. That's not really relevant for this matter, But basically, the Jake, it's a famous story now, one of many. He was just jogging, and two Edomites, they murdered him, And yes, Esau, is everybody knows who Esau is. This man is being exposed, all right? Esau is the race that classified themselves as so-called white people. Now, the amongst the so-called white people, though, that self-prescribed race, there's no such thing as a white person or a black person. We are the Hebrew Israelites. The whole scriptures is about Esau and Jacob. All right. Now, amongst those people, you have our people scattered because the men of our tribes have laid with women of the other nations, and they look like everybody under the sun. But that's another story. Yes, we have people amongst those people that are pale as hell. They call it, back in the day, they used to call it that blue-eyed soul, where you had guys like Bobby Cadwell, Hall and Oates, They had that spirit on them, man. You knew they was Israelites, even though they was pale face. The other Apostle Gabar had did a lesson on it some time ago, Nevertheless, this is not about that. I don't want to segue into nothing else. I'm not surprised that, nor should you be, nor should anybody be, that two of these bushwhackers, had rolled down on the Jake for running in a neighborhood and murdered him, and viciously murdered him. All right, because Esau is remembering, and they want things to go back to the ways of old, to the good old days where they can just take you, round you up in a pickup truck like it was 50, 60, 70 years ago, not that long ago. And all the time, since our forefathers jumped off them slave ships, butt naked, bleeding, with shit and piss on each other, covered in blood damn near halfway. All right, chained down, they all the way from that time to this time, this man has committed all type of atrocities against us, man. So I'm not surprised that they did that, I'm more surprised at the Negroes and the Latinos and the Native Americans out there to think that this man has something else to offer other than the rape, rob, and murder of our nation, Nevertheless, I'm going to get right into it. This is, I'm going to start in the book of Ezekiel. The brothers in the know probably know already where I'm going, man. This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5 and verse 1. It says judgment on Edom, all right? It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. So the Lord has a judgment set for this nation, Mount Seir. All right, and that judgment has not come to pass yet, but it will. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So that's talking about the children of Israel, are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, who lost your heritage, who were scattered amongst the nations, all right, and under the ideology and this falsehood that you have a fucking friend in this nation of people. See, they know, they have a ruling class mentality, man. They don't believe in this false sense of hope that you Negroes and Spigroes refer to as equality. No, they have a ruling class mentality, man. You know, and the scriptures say, speak about never trusting our enemy, man. No, he crouched down. You know, he makes an appearance to be nice or humble, man. But he got the knife in his hand behind his back, man. This is how this man rolls, man. He has no good for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's why he has these, you know, so-called charities and bullshit. And all this is to get you into his trap, man. Whether it's to get you into his religion philosophies, to dumb you down, whether it's to vaccinate you, whether it's to molest your children, all right? Like the headquarters, the so-called Catholic Church, all right? Or just overall just dumbing you niggas down, man. You know? And some of them got that false sense of remorse like it's going to pay. You can't pay for what you did, man. That's why the book of Job even says it, man. Hey, his children shall seek to please the poor. And that's going to be to no avail, man. Because the Lord has a blood debt, you know, with you people, man. Matter of fact, this is Isaiah 14. And the Lord is going to avenge all this because the Lord commissioned all this, man. Just like he commissioned the death of that man. Now, I don't want to speak ill to that man's person. I don't know what type of person he was. Hey, but the scripture says, who have ever perished being innocent, man. But it also shows you, like the Elder Yashawamba say, the duality of the Most High. Hey, the scriptures say that all things are double, hey, one against another. All right? Because at the same time, it shows you the Lord issues out judgment, and it still shows you the wickedness and the feelings and the attention that these Edomites have towards you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is Isaiah 14:21, and this is a prophecy. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. All right? He said, prepare slaughter for their children, man. So the Lord has a bone to pick with this nation of people, man. And during that downfall, it's going to be an uprising of the Israelites. Just like during our downfall, it was an uprising of the Edomites. This man took over the whole world at our expense, you know, at our physical, spiritual, and mental expense, man. This is Numbers 35 and 33. It says, ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. And who shed blood on this land, man? Who shed the blood of the Latinos and the Native Americans, man? Who shed the blood of the Negroes, man? Who did that, man? And so-called escaped and got away with it free of charge. You know, or as they say. That happened here in Mystery Babylon the Great, man. So-called America, man. And the Most High is fed up with this shit, man. Hey, the scriptures say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not mocked. For whatsoever the man soweth, that shall he reap. And all they have sown is wickedness, you know. And that's going to be rewarded, man. The Most High, you know, like the brother you want to say, the Most High has you in a trick bag. You know, in the book of Job, it says the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. So the Lord is orchestrating all this. He's the ultimate puppet master. But at the same time, man, hey, what more could this devil do, man? Because he is the devil in the flesh. Like the serpent was a man. And it tells you that when you go back to the garden. That's why he said that great serpent of old, man, that is called the devil. Who was that serpent of old? Esau. All right? Before he came as Esau. All right? In his form with melanin at the time. You know, these niggas like that word, melanin. This is Psalms 50. Man, this is Psalms 50, and I'm going to start at 16. This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, but unto the wicked Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or what hast thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Because they say this is a Bible-believing country. They say this is a Christian country. They say in God they trust. And they're going to be judged by these words because, hey, they make their president swear on the Bible. They make you so-called swear on the Bible in the churches. I mean, in the courtrooms. What is thou to declare the covenant of the Lord? The Lord dealing with the Israelites. He ain't dealing with other nations. But hey, seest thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind thee. And that's even going to the 2/3 of our people too, because they don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But right now we getting on E case. It says, when thou sawest a thief, thou didst consent with him, and thou hadst been a partaker with idolaters. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, thy tongue framing deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, because Esau and Jacob were brothers, and it tells you in the scriptures that they broke the brotherly covenant. It says, thou slanderest thy own mother's son, because they are what? The accuser of brethren. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence, though Salaki, thou thoughtest that I was altogether with thee, and such as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and I will set them in order before thine eyes. And that's happening right now. See, Esau got away with it, so-called got away with it so long, man. You know, they thought the Lord was with them, man. And to an extent, the Lord was with them, man. You know, they always push the slaughter of the Native Americans and enslavement of the Negroes as a manifest destiny. This is a part too, because the Lord used that divine intervention to put them over us, but he's going to use that same divine intervention to put us over them via the chariots, the so-called UFOs, the holy angels, the spiritual powers. And first it starts off with getting this spark, you know, coming back to that heritage right there before thy eyes. That's why he said, I will put them in order before thine eyes, man. So, hey, this hell is almost over with, man. But if you Negroes, man, Latinos and Native Americans think Esau got something coming for you, man, on the right-hand side, man. Hey, this man, hey, the scripture said the thief comes but to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy, man. This man is your arch enemy, man. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to see to his demise, man, because Jake, you know, is the apple of the Lord's eye, man. Esau was put, but now let me get this, man. This one of them videos, you know, that might get flagged because it's hard. Now, I've never been flagged or nothing like that. But they have a hard time consuming this truth. This is 2 Ezra 3:16. It says, and unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac thou also gavest Jacob and Esau. So they were brothers. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him and put Esau by, and so Jacob became a great multitude. So he said he put Esau by, man. And Jacob became a great multitude. This is 2 Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, is going to set us up over this devil, man. And he got hell to pay for it, man. But with that being said, all praises, all right? Call Halayim, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone and to the hopeful elect. Shalom.